everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome to my craft room. Thank you so much for all your prayers, your well wishes, and your comments. Yes, the sickness attacked me. I got it good. But you know what? Sometimes I think the Lord is trying to tell me to take a break and slow down, and the only way I will is if He makes me sick or lets me be sick. So I think that I was really running on empty. I've been putting a lot of bricks on my shoulders lately, and taking on a lot of other people's burdens and just praying on them, and I think I just kind of tapped myself out a little bit. So we are going to get back into the swing of things. I am feeling much better. I am just going to I think that I was also really trying to do not only my daily my daily routine here for YouTube, but I was trying to come up with double the crafts and double the content, because I didn't want to leave everybody with no content when I go away in July. But the stress of all that, my kids coming and trying to relocate back to Florida, I have several friends that are going through a lot of pain in their marriages I've been praying for, and just a lot going on, and I think that I was just trying to do it all. And you know, sometimes like a writer gets writer block, sometimes a crafter can get overwhelmed, and you know, it can be, sometimes I have a whole room full of inspiration here, and still I was finding it hard to tap in and get some inspiration and some energy even to do crafts. So I decided to give myself some grace and take a vacation in July. And I'll come on, there'll be content. I'll show you what I'm doing. I know I'll hit the Dollar Trees. And I just have to allow myself some grace and some time to go have a vacation and not be worrying about algorithms and, you know, all the things that come along with this channel, because this is a full-time job. It really is a full-time job, and I'm not complaining. I love what I do, or I wouldn't be doing it. I don't get paid to do this. Not yet, anyway. I don't have enough subscribers. I come here because I'm crafting anyway. I love to craft. That's what I do. But when I made it a business, I committed to it. You know, the Lord and I, we're going to do this, and I felt like I needed to show up. I need to show up, and the Lord will do the rest. But I think I've been showing up for over a year, doing a video every day other than Sundays, and I think the Lord has been trying to quietly tell me a while now that I need to slow down. I know I've thought about changing up my schedule, but I just can't come up with a schedule I'm happy with. I love doing my Tuesday tree hauls. I love doing my Friday Follow Me Fridays. You know, so I don't know. I just don't know what my schedule is. I am definitely praying on that, and it's one of those prayers that is taking a long time for me to hear what the I don't know, you know, I'm not hearing an answer to that right yet. So sometimes prayer is not always answered in our timing. So I took a little sick day Thursday and Friday. I was definitely very sick. And Saturday I just took a mental health day. I knew I had Sunday off, so I thought I'm just going to take a 4-day little break, and I'm so glad. I feel so much better. So let's get crafting. We are going to, I was talking to Christine last night and Bill a little bit, subscriber friends that I met here. So blessed. This channel has blessed me so much. Until 2 in the morning. Midnight, 2 in the morning. I didn't go to bed till like 2:30 in the morning. So anyways, we were talking about some crafts, and she showed me an adorable craft that she did. She used totally different things. I don't have those things, so I'm gonna just be inspired by hers, and we're gonna do our own today. We're gonna be using this farmhouse calendar, which is the 2022 12-month calendar from Dollar Tree. I believe everything here is from Dollar Tree. This is the page that I picked. It's the front cover, so I love that. Very farmhouse, very I don't know. And then she did hers on a canvas, a 11 by 13 canvas, the thin ones that you can get at the Dollar Tree, but I don't have any of those in my craft room. So I took, let's show you, I took a big piece of foam board and cut my own canvas, and I cut it a ruler length over on each. Let me see, I can give you the dimensions. I think it's 11 by 13. So it's 11, yeah, by 13. So what that means is our calendar piece is 12 by 12. So that's gonna fit in the middle. And then we're going to use Dollar Tree rulers. They are wooden, and we are going to put those on the top and the bottom. That's what we're going to do today. We are going to make a, I don't know, what should we name this? We need a thumbnail name. That's always one of the hardest parts of this job sometimes, is coming up with a good, you're supposed to come up with a good name that catches people, that makes them wanna, but I'm so bad at that. All right, so here's our ruler, and if you take your fingernail or a little sharp object, I'm gonna grab my tweezers, my nails. My grandson was here with me, and we were making a bird bath, a Dollar Tree bird bath, by the way. I should take pictures of it and show you guys. But if you can get underneath that little stick-on measurement piece, you can rip that right off. So sometimes it's good to keep the one that is the sometimes I like to keep a little bit here to measure ribbon. I've done that before, but I haven't had these for a long time. So you just want to take those little strips off. Once you get it, it comes right off. It's just, you know. So you can keep those if you want. You know what these are great for? If you don't have a Cricut and you want to use Dollar Tree letters, stick-on letters. I don't have any at the moment, but if you wanted to, you could take your letters and line them up, stick them a little tiny bit, your word. Say you wanted home, you put your H, your O, your M, and your E, barely touching, just a little bit on here. And then you can put it down and hold your word and take that, and just because it's flexible, it's really good. All right, so let's get the blue ones off. So that's what we're left with now. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like a, what is the word I want, that you would, like a trim, like a wood trim almost. It's kind of like a wood trim piece. All right, so take those off. And then we're gonna stain this up with some antique Waverly wax. And I am also going to, I'm going to see if I can cut. We need only 12 inches, and we want to cut the hole in our ruler off. So I'm going to see if I can cut it with my miter shears here. No, they're not my miter shears. They are, what did we call these? That's not a pencil. I need some pencil. No pencil? Yeah, there's my pencil. I can hardly reach it. These are called, they're put out by Fiskars, and they're called, I think they were called cutting shears. And I put them in my description, but I don't know if I ever did put up a link, but they are amazing scissors. Alright, I'm going to see if I can cut that with these, and if not, oh yeah. And we'll go on this side and do the rest. Alright, there we go. We can take our little sanding block that my grandson used. Look at that. But we had fun. We made a bird bath, and he was cutting with a saw, you know, this kind of saw. And he was sanding, and we were spray painting, and we were having so much fun. All right, so that is going to be perfect. Let's do the same thing at the other end. I'm just going to use one to trace the other, so I know that they're exactly the same. And we're just cutting that circular piece off of our ruler, and it also is measuring it to fit better. And it's easier if you just flip it and do it half and half here. And then just sand it down a little around my corners, just a little. Now, you can do this with these rulers, obviously. That's what I have on hand today. But Christine used the slats that you can get at the Dollar Tree right now, and didn't even have to cut them. So hers are a little over, I think, hanging, and mine are not going to be. Mine's a little bit different, but I got my inspiration. What am I looking for here? I guess I'll use a baby wipe today with my antique Waverly wax. I like to do that sometimes because it spreads better. And another thing I like to do is mist it with a little bit of water. It just makes it so that your wood doesn't drink it all the paint up, like that, you know, dry wood, like dry wood. Okay. Now, I'm going to use the side that has the rise, like little piece that's risen in the middle. And you might find a little bit of residue from the sticky part of where the ruler was. So you just take a baby wipe and wipe that off. If it doesn't come off, take a little scraper. You want to get that off. I thought it mostly came off, but it's got a little bit of residue there. So I'm going to just try to get rid of that. And I'm going to do my sides and edges, obviously. And if you don't like the front of the ruler, use the back. That would be just as cool. Let's stain it, because maybe we'll decide to use the back. I thought that the front was kind of cool because it looks like, you know, I'm kind of liking this side of it better. It's a little more farmhousey, I think, now that I'm doing it. I love playing in front of you guys because it's just real life. I'm sitting here in my craft room with my friends, and we're crafting and talking, and yeah, I think I just changed my mind. I think I like this side better than this side. You see what I'm talking about? That, I mean, you choose though, you do you. So I don't think I'll bother doing this side because it's going to be glued down. So I'm just going to stain. Of course, I already wet the other side, right? But that's okay. My baby wipe is pretty wet. So we'll just zhuzh this on. Get our sides and our ends. Whoops. I love antique Waverly wax. I love the color. I love the consistency. I love how it dries quick. What is that? Okay. had a panic attack for a minute there, picked up something. I've been epoxying cups, or a cup, I should say. I have another one to do. And when let's get a clean baby wipe for myself. When I changed my background up, I kind of lost my epoxying station because I really wasn't doing a lot of epoxying, and so it was taking up a lot of space in here. So that's okay. When I am done with my crafting, I just put my cup turner over here and I go to town. All right, I'm gonna do some of that on video with you guys again soon because I have a lot of new subscribers that have never seen me epoxy my tumblers. All right, let me just bear with me while I clean up this mess and dry it all off. All right, now we are going to use our purple glue stick because I'm not using a canvas. I'm using a piece of, what do you call it, foam board. I think I want to let me just try to sand this off a little bit and smooth it. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it worse because what I was saying is it's paper, right? It's paper. So, it's pretty good though. It's pretty good now. We don't want to wet this with Mod Podge. If I were using a canvas like Christine did, I would use Mod Podge. But I'm going to smear the purple glue stick by Elmer's all over this. Actually, not all over it. Maybe we'll do it on our calendar piece because that is really what we need down because we're going to use hot glue to put our wood on here. So let me get the edges here. And this is disappearing glue. It goes on purple and disappears. And I'm really starting to use it a lot more now. Whoops, don't wrinkle it. Than I ever did. Now I'm just going to put some in the middle here. Kind of new to the purple glue stick thing. I'm a late bloomer here. Everybody was on the purple glue stick and I didn't know about it. Alright, that's good. Now let's put this down right in the center of what would be our canvas so that it's the same at the top and the bottom, or as close as we can get it to that. And I'm going to use my Dollar Tree scraper. You get this in the baking section of your Dollar Tree. It's a three piece, and this one's my favorite. And you can get every wrinkle out. Start in the middle and work your way out to the edges, and you won't have a wrinkle. All right, that is really good and smooth. Now, I want to take a tiny bit of, well here, let's get this down. It's a little flopping in the breeze here first. No flopping in the breeze. No flopping in the breeze. Okay, now I guess I want that to dry up just a little bit. And then I'm going to put a little tiny bit of antique Waverly wax over it to blend it in with our wood and to tone down the shininess of the glossiness of the calendar page. And, you know, just to distress it. You know I love to distress things. So I'm just going to take a little bit with a stiff bristle brush and dab it into the cap. Dab, dab, dab. And let's get this really dry. We don't want a lot on here. And now I am not going to drag from my outside edges because of the paper. So I'm just going to take my edge and kind of just start in the middle and zhuzh out, zhuzh out. And I'm still going with the grain. I'm just not picking up. And it's okay if you get it on your foam board. We're gonna pick up a little more there. It's okay if you pick up a little bit of that and get it on there, because we're gonna cover that. I'm gonna get a little bit more on my paintbrush and just zhuzh. And the paper in the background already has some very light beadboard going on, so it's really blending nicely. And then I'm gonna press down and give more pressure on my brush now as I carry this down the middle. And that will get rid of the gloss factor here for the most part. And there we have it. I love that look. Okay, let's put the cover on our glue stick, put that away. And let's put the cover on our Waverly wax and put that away. And now we're gonna take our, you know what I would like to do though, is take another baby white and dip it again in my cap, even though I just put that away. I want to go around the edges on my, we'll call this my canvas. I want to go around my edges here so that they're not white. Get a little more. And then when this is nice and dry, the paper, I'll take a sanding block to it. So I'm just doing my edges so they're not all white. So I'm going to continue that. I'm going to go around and do that all the way around, and then I will be right back. Okie dokie, now let's put our wood pieces on. I went around and I did all the edges so they're not stark white anymore. And now we are going to put our wood pieces on the top and the bottom. And it looks like I'm really only going to get a little bit of, because I'm using the side that has the, I don't know, wood trim look, you know, the bumpy side of the ruler. I'm only gonna put mine on the bumpy side of my ruler because that's where I'm gonna get contact. I wanna turn this upside down and make sure that I'm getting my edges covered. That is the most important. Let's get those edges covered. All right, and get that nice and centered, and let's press that down. Get a little bit of, I had a little bit, I must have picked it up off the surface here, but I got a little bit of antique Waverly wax on my, I don't want that, a big dot. Wipe my fingers off. That's the thing, you can be very careful. You have to be careful because you can transfer paint so easily. I think I picked up some, look, it's coming off of the bottom here, so it's still wet. Dry my hands a little bit here. But look how cute the top is already, right? With that, it really, it dresses it up so nicely. All right, let's put, thank you, Christine, for sharing this craft with me too, by the way. All right, so I have a craft I want to do from Gloria too. Gloria is making, we need a new glue stick here, making them the cutest little bumblebees out of plastic spoons. You use a plastic spoon for the body and then the wings. It's going to be cute. We just have to have the right timing to do it. All right, let's put the bottom one on, and I want to go just below the Farmhouse F on here so that we don't take off the bottom of the F here on the Farmhouse word. Hold that down. And then we're just going to put a little bow and a little greenery on the top, a little beaded hanger. And this is adorable. It looks like a scroll, you know? All right, let's put that aside for a moment just to let it dry up and work on a little messy bow. Excuse me. So I guess I want my bow about that wide. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do 2 of those. And I'm not going to make it a very, I love, this is the cream colored spider web. I'm not going to make it a very big bow. We're just going to make it a pretty bow. Alright, we'll do 2 of those. And then I have a little bit of the Farmhouse. I love this. I hope they come back out with it. This is all I have. And I love using this a lot in my crazy bows, especially on a piece that is more, what is the word I want? More neutral. I love putting this in a neutral bow. So we have burlap, then we have the cream spiderweb ribbon, and the Farmhouse. Looks like ticking, kind of. I'm going to use my spiderweb ribbon first. I'm making an X. Whoops, got stuck there. It's kind of funny to work with because of all the little things sticking out. And then we're just making a simple X with our ribbon, and then we're just going to take it out in the middle. We're going to hold this down. I'm going to get some jute ready because I want to tie this. And I'm going to hold my finger down in the middle of the X, and I'm just going to try to gather, and pinch, 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 pinch it in. Pinch, 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 until I'm happy. Then I'm going to take a piece of string and wrap it around and around and around. If I can hold it over there. Wrapping it around and around my ribbon in the middle there, until I have a nice jute center. And then I'm going to flip it over and tie my 2 ends together. And before I pull it tight, 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 I'm going to fluff and flip out my ribbon to where I like it. And we will give it a haircut as well. Fluff it up until you like it. Sometimes it takes a little fluffing, sometimes it takes a lot of fluffing. Do it until you're happy with it. It's going to be your main piece, so do it until you're happy. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to tie my 2 pieces here tight now. Pull it tight, 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 so that doesn't slip out of where you placed it. I'm just double knotting it here in the back. I'm going to take my strings off close to the thing there. Alright, there's my bow. I'm going to give it a little haircut so that it all... I love this spiderweb ribbon. I love it. It's just so much fun. Alright, let's give it a little haircut though. That's a little wild. That is a little wild. I want that shorter there. Oh, snagged my scissors. Let's get that on a slant. I'm going to cut the bottom of my burlap, my big wide burlap, at a slant. Not dovetailing it, just slanting it. I'll slant the other one the opposite way. And I will also do the same thing with my little pieces of, I guess I'll turn it this way and do it, with my little Farmhouse ticking ribbon. Just put those shorter and on a slant. And there is my simple little bow. We're going to add some greenery to it. It's very neutral. Hard to see. It's very neutral. We're going to add a little greenery from, I am not sure where this is from. I really am not sure. Actually, let's see, do I have any pieces of this already cut off? No. So we'll start with 2 new pieces. So let's go to a spot where we can get a little bush. There's one. And I think that's probably good. So we'll go right there too. Oh, it's a hot one here in Florida today. I have the air conditioner on. I was sick and we actually lost our air conditioner for a day, and it was 90 degrees and the feels like was 96. I'm gonna do the same thing. Actually, we'll put a little glue and glue these 2 pieces together, and then we'll wrap them with a little jute. We'll just hold that there for a minute. And it was so hot, let me tell you. What happened was, I have a split mini. I have a tiny home, and I have a split mini air conditioner, and it's a heat and air. And what happened was, the pipe outside separated, and something must have crawled, probably a lizard, crawled inside, or I don't know what happened, but eventually it was, it got backed up. So that's the drain part of my air conditioner was leaking inside the house. It was backing up and coming water inside my house. So of course we had to shut it off, and it was really warm, let me tell you. All right, let's just put that. I got glue there on my finger. I want to get that off. I'm just going to use up my twine and glue it at the other bottom here. It's really not decorative as much as it is holding my greenery together. Just let that set for a second, and then I can cut off the excess twine. And then this is going to go onto our farmhouse sign, and then we'll place our bow on it. Let's put our pieces, all of our pieces, all together for a minute, and let's make a beaded hanger. I have some Dollar Tree beige, they're beige beads. I love them. I'm almost out of them. I'm gonna have to get some more as soon as they come back out with them. I hope they come back out with them. They're really a pretty farmhouse color. Okay, now, and if I had to paint those, I couldn't tell you. It's not a khaki. I couldn't even begin to tell you. So let's take some jute and our beader, and let's start with 2, I'm going to call them brown, and then a white. And my white beads are from Walmart when they have them at Christmas time. I'm going to do 2 in 1 again. And I'm going to add 1 and 1 because I need an even, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 1 and 1 on the end because we need an even amount of beads. Alright, cover those up. Cover those up. And we will put some jute through the eye. I'm at the end of a Dollar Tree jute thing here. Okay, so we're going to put that right through the needle and then push our beads right down onto our strand. Cut that off, put a knot at either side. Alright, I'm going to pull that out a little. So it's a hot one in Florida. It was, you know, I don't understand. I mean, I understand. I do understand. But when it says it's 90 and it feels like 96, just tell me it's 96. Because if it feels like 96 degrees, it's 96 degrees to me. So, I mean, I don't really care. I just want to know why does it feel so hot? What's the temp? So don't tell me it's 90 if it feels like 96. You just can tell me it's 96. That's what it is. It's 96. So I don't know what it is today, but it's a hot one. I haven't checked the temp yet today. All right, we are going to separate our beads here so that they hang correctly on our string. And, I mean on our sign. So let's get our things all back together. Everything is all made now. We are going to put our beaded hanger on first. And I think I will put some brown paper on the back of my surface. So I'll do that off camera though. Let's take, what do we got, a popsicle stick? I actually got a coffee stirrer handy. Let's just take one of those so we can use that for an anchor. We'll just put our bead. Can you guys see what I'm doing? No, you really can't. We have a straw in the way. Oh, that's delicious. I love it. It is Crystal Light Peach Tea. It's my favorite. All right, I'm going to put my knot in, and I'm going to use a piece of the wooden coffee stirrer as an anchor. Holding that still. And then we'll come over to the other side. Nope, 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 nope. Can't let go. Cannot let go of it yet. Oh, happy holding the hot glue to you. Happy holding the hot glue to you. I told you I was going to come up with a song. I've been threatening that for a while. Nobody's helping, so if you don't like the song. Alright, let's see. I think we want this a little bit tighter. Let's go a little bit lower on this side. We don't really have to go where our knot is. I want to go lower. So put our little anchor. Happy holding the hot glue to you. Happy holding the hot glue to you. Alright. I'm going to multitask. I'm going to try to cut and hold at the same time. Try this one too. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, we did it. Alright, I'm not afraid to let go yet. Hold on. Bear with me. So I hope you guys are staying cool where you are at. I think I am going to, well, after this, today is Monday, of course, so after this, I need to go to the Dollar Tree because I have to do a Dollar Tree haul tomorrow and I don't have anything because I've been sick and I haven't even gone to the Dollar Tree. So we have absolutely nothing to show you. So I'm going to the Dollar Tree after this. And then I think I will go maybe for a 4 o'clock afternoon swim. It's not as hot and sunny and I can cool my whole body temperature off. All right, I think we're gonna flip this for a minute and we're gonna put our bow and our greenery on. So we're gonna put our greenery down first. So I'm gonna just put a heap ton of glue right on my greenery, and I'm gonna put that down right here at the top of my wreath. So I'm going to hold that down because it doesn't really want to stay yet. It is thick. You know what I mean? It's a really thick, yeah, we'll hold that with something that maybe won't burn my fingers. And then our bow, our gorgeous bow, it looks like lace and it's just so cute. But we're holding our greenery on here first. We really want that secure. It is only on paper, so, and it's covering the little tiny hole in the calendar page. So we're gonna keep that down there, nice. Happy holding the hot glue to you. Oh, my word, my word, my word. Speaking of my word, I was reading Matthew 6:6 this morning, and you know what? It really spoke to me. It really spoke to me. I should have wrote down some messages or some, I actually read a lot. I read a few things, so I don't want to say what I read in Matthew because I don't want to confuse it with what else I read. But I was reading a lot of Matthew today, and it really spoke to me. It really did. So, of course, if you listen, you can always hear a message. You just have to be quiet and listen. And I have to say, I'm not one for quiet. I don't love peace. I love peace, but I don't always like silence. All right, we're going to let go. We're going to pray that it's going to hold. And now we're going to add our crazy bow right down to the middle here. So let's put another heap ton. You put a little on the back of the bow, not just the middle of the bow, because we do want this to stick to all of our greenery. And I'm going to hold it here for a second before I put it down so it doesn't melt my greenery, but it is dripping. So let's go right now and hold our bow right down to the middle of our greenery. But, yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but my day always starts better when I start it with the Lord anyway. That's just how it is. I hope that when I come on here and I do a craft, I hope that I don't know what I hope. I hope a lot of things. I'm just going to keep that to myself, I guess. But I just hope that it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing to me. It's a blessing every day. I come on here and I'm with my friends, and then you guys talk to me in the comments, and I've met Christine and Bill and Gloria, and we're all friends now. I mean, Christine and Bill and Gloria haven't met yet, but we should do that. We should do that. When I get back from vacation, we should do that. Anyone in my local area that wants to meet up, I met another crafter. I'm trying to think of her channel because she changed it. It used to be Deborah on the Go, and now it's Daily with Deb. You know, I've met nice people on here. It's really a pleasure. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. All right. Well, let's see if we can let go. I don't know. I kind of want to, but I kind of am afraid to. That's the thing. We have to let our glue. We have to take time. Can't rush things. I want to look at this for a second before I look. I'm glued to my table. Oh, that is adorable. All right, everybody, here it is. Grand finale. You know what I want to do? I want to cut, before I show you the grand finale, I have a little bit of a long ribbon. I want to cut that just a little bit more on both sides here. And, oops, my scissors stink. I'm going to put a tiny dot behind my ribbon so it will stick where I want it. So because it doesn't have wire in the ticking ribbon, I don't want it to flop. So I'm just sticking it there so it doesn't flop over. All right, everybody, grand finale, here it comes. Let's get these cobwebbies off. And this is a great time, another cobwebby, for you to give me a thumbs up. Sharing is caring, so go ahead and share this. Let's fix this. Let's fix this greenery here. I didn't like that. What was I missing here? Maybe it's just not as big of a bunch. I don't know. All right, but this is a great time to give me a thumbs up. Sharing is caring. So go ahead and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. And thank you for doing so. I really, really appreciate that. It tells YouTube that you like my content. And thanks for doing all the other things, the comments and all the other things that really help me. Now, if you're not subscribed, you will want to be a subscriber, because we're going to give we're going to do a giveaway when I get up to 700 subscribers. And I don't know, we might have to change that because my giveaway bucket's overflowing. And I'm only at like 560. So we might have to make a 600 subscriber giveaway because my bucket's gonna overflow, and I don't know if I can ship anything too big. So anyways, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you are hitting the button, ringing the bell. If you want YouTube to let you know each and every time I upload a new video, hit all when you ring the bell. And I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday Tree Haul. I'm gonna go have fun and see what there is out there right now. I know our Dade City Dollar Tree store was really having some air conditioning trouble. They had leaks all over. There was aisles you couldn't even go through. And now they had an air conditioner company come fix it, and they have more leaks. Not as bad, only a couple. So God only knows what we will find at the Dollar Tree today. I don't think they're really putting a lot of their products on the shelf because they just don't know where the next leak is gonna spring up. But we will see what we can do. And until I see you again, you know the drill. Be good and do good. Bye now. Well, the button's not going to work, so we'll stand up and give you a closer look at this beauty. I love the font on the farmhouse. Love it, love it, love it. All right, everybody, till I see you again, be good and do good. Bye.